Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. As in this video, as you can see, we are level 50 Bard, which means we are going to be going through all of the Archer and Bard quests from level 1 to 50. So yeah, you know how this goes. So I hope you enjoy the video, and I will see you in just a little bit. All right, let's go on the path of being an archer, shall we? Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the Archers Guild. It is here that archers of the realm overgather to master the bow. We engage the enemy from a distance, ever seeking to alter the course of battle with a single, well-placed arrow. If you have a mind to become an archer, then you have come to the right place. Do you wish to join our ranks? Yes! Marvelous! Then allow me to enlighten you on the history of both our art and guild. The bow is an ancient tool that has existed since before our fair nation came into being. As an implement of war and hunting both, it protects us from our enemies, even as it keeps us fed and clothed. Archery, as practiced in Gridania, was born on two distinct styles of bowmanship. The first was devised by the longbow sentries of the Ellison who once ruled the lowlands, while the second belonged to the shortbow hunters of the formerly nomadic Makati. As you will doubtless be aware, both races ultimately came to Twelveswood home. Though the two peoples began as rivals, they gradually learned together and lived together in harmony. During this time, they learned from one another. Their two schools of archery intermingling to give birth to the art as it is known today. But this wouldn't have been possible were it not for the Trappers League. The guild was established in order to promote sustainable hunting and cooperation within the hunting fraternity at large. As a happy consequence of this union, the guild's members came to engage in friendly contests of skill. Inspired by such competitions, a handful of their number began to focus on perfection as opposed to mere practicality, transforming a skill into what may be termed an art. These individuals would go on to form a guild of their own. The Archers Guild, where men and women gathered to attain mastery over the bow. More than a few members of the God's Quiver lose their first arrow within these halls. And that, my friend, is a brief history of archery in Gridania. Doubtless you're more eager than ever to take up the bow. It will be my pleasure to recommend you to our guildmaster. You must receive her permission if you are to join us. If you will excuse me a moment, I shall see to it that the relevant lists are amended. Pray speak to me again in a short while. So, are you resolved to join the Archers Guild? Yes! The look in your eye bespeaks your determination. It will be my pleasure to refer you to Guildmaster Luciane. Lest you worry unduly, Luciane is an affable and kind-hearted woman. Even those not of the guild have been known to seek her counsel on various matters, and ever have they been given fair hearing. Luciane awaits you in the training hall yonder. Present yourself over to her, and impress upon her your desire to join the guild. Alright. Let's do it. Greetings, adventurer. I am told you wish to join our ranks. I am Luciane. The master of the Archers Guild, and I bid you welcome. Our doors are open to all who have the will to learn. Allow me to explain the basics of our art and offer you a foretaste of that which we teach the members of our guild. The bow's greatest advantage is its range. Unlike those arms used in other disciplines of war, it also allows one to strike at the enemy from afar. Though the bow may not boast destructive force of a sword or a spear, its a myriad strategic applications more than compensate for this shortcoming. An experienced archer can immobilize an enemy by striking a leg or sap its strength with a poisoned arrow. Rise to become a virtuoso of archery, and a veritable deluge of death will be yours to rain down upon your foes. By fighting from a distance, we can better assess the battlefield and thereby determine the most advantageous course of action. This is of paramount import, as our role in battle is to exploit the enemy's weakness. With the requisite placement and timing, but a single arrow may serve to turn the tide. To this end, the guild seeks to instill a discerning eye within its members, that they might learn to strike at vulnerabilities swiftly and surely. Now, any halfwit can bend a bow, but it is no simple undertaking to become a skilled archer. You must be prepared for a long and arduous journey. Are you resolved to complete that journey? Yes! That as well. From this moment forth, you may consider yourself one of our number. Now, lend me your hunting log. If you would, I shall add to the names of such creatures as would provide a fitting challenge to an archer. And to help you on your way, I bestow upon you the short bow. Thank you. Arm yourself with your new weapon and then speak to me again. I would have you undertake a trial to gauge your fitness to join the guild. Alright, I'll do just that. Archers unlocked! And my Popeyes are a mess! That's not what I wanted to do. Alright. Let me do this real quick. Oh, why did I do that? No! Let me do this real quick. Where are Gashel Greens at? Oh, there they are. It's not the hotbar. Then a mount. Now. There we go. Ah yes, the bow becomes you, Cecilla. Now, before proceeding any further, I must need to gauge your innate aptitude for archery. To this end, I hereby assign you the following trial. Slay the squirrels, ladybugs, and fungars that roam just beyond the city, the gates. 3 of each should suffice. In doing so, you'll improve your fitness to join the Archers Guild. It goes without saying that you must do so with using your bow. Report back to me when the task is accomplished. Go now, Cecilla, and earn your places within these halls. It's kind of obvious. And now we'll be back when I've slayed all those monsters. Alright, I am back, Luciane. I killed your monsters. I got to level 5. I glamored my ranged outfit. So let's do it. What do you think? Welcome back, Cecil. It seems you have successfully completed the trial. You have proven yourself worthy of a place within these halls. It is with pleasure that I name you an archer of the guild. As fellows of the path, let us strive for greater mastery for our art. Now, though you may be a member of the Archers Guild, know that your seniors will not coddle you with personal attention. It is up to you to seek out the experiences you need to grow as an archer. By way of a first step, I encourage you to practice proper technique. Use arrow to arrow, paying close attention to form until the movement becomes second nature. When drawing your bowstring has become as natural to you as drawing breath, then the world seems clearer with the view when viewed down the shaft of an arrow. Return to me. Go well, my young apprentice. I'm already there. Good morning, you Cecilla. Felt as though it was about time you returned. Have you grown more accustomed to the bow? Before we go any further, I wish to ensure that you have grasped the fundamental essence of archery. Tell me, Cecilla, do you truly understand what it means to see clearly? To see clearly is not merely to look, it is to observe with intent. Fail to do this, and no mental talent with a bow will avail you. For an archer must remain vigilant for any trace of his target, overlooking not the smallest detail lest it prove crucial to the realization of his purpose. He must, in short, see clearly. The coming task will test your powers of observation. A number of targets have been hidden throughout the city. I would have you seek out and destroy them. Each will fall easily to your heavy shot technique. When you have completed the task, return to me and we will continue. Alright. Let's do it. Let's go hunt down some targets, shall we? And since, now, this is kind of similar to what happened with Monk, where I had to go around the city, kill some targets. I'm not cutting it out this time because I'm not lagging. I had to cut it out last time with Monk because I decided to record it probably one of the worst times ever, and cause quite a bit of lag. But since I'm not lagging, I don't have to cut it out. Alright. Wait. Then that's to the target? What? I did. Why is it still red here? I guess it doesn't matter where you go, huh? Alright. That was an easy task. You've returned. I trust you have begun to comprehend the crucial importance of seeing clearly. Next trial will test your powers of observation and battle. Travel to the North Shroud and there put down 8 micro crews and 8 opos. Ooh, god damn, she's demanding. And in contrast to the inanimate and wholly unthreatening targets of the previous trial, these creatures may be relied upon to move around and fight back. Nor are those the only differences. Being comparatively numerous, micro crews and opos are anything but difficult to find, and yet you may be assured that this task will test your powers of observation, albeit in a different manner. This time you'll need to elevate the abilities of your opponent. In so doing, there goes my controller. In so doing, you'll learn, amongst other things, that micro crews produce a poison that can quickly sap one's strength, while opos, like archers, possess the advantage of range. Charger. Okay. Knowing their strengths, how will you go about mitigating them? If you commence your attack before identifying an effective strategy, you will soon be made to regret your folly. But if you take the time to observe the targets from afar, you'll surely glean the knowledge necessary to defeat them. I look forward to hearing of your success, Cecila. Alright, that's an easy task. I'll be back when I've killed them all. Alright, Luciana, I got your stuff. I killed your monsters. What do you think of my skills now? Welcome back, young Cecila. Tell me, were you able to put your techniques to good use? When faced with an enemy who can attack from a distance, simply raining arrows upon it is wasteful and dangerous both. The battle would be not for more than a contest of strength. By employing the appropriate technique, however, one may bring down one's foe with greater ease and fewer arrows. For instance, you may choose to prime your weapon well and strike hard, or employ toxins to sap the strength over time. On the assumption that this fact dawned upon you prior to the fall of your 16th target, I congratulate you on passing the trial. Lay, Silver, what is your honest evaluation? Not bad if you ask me. The adventurer pulls a good boat and is enthusiastic besides. A pleasure meeting you. My name is Lay Alia Poe, and this is my 2nd year at the guild. It is quite plain that you have talent with the bow, but you must take care to mind your surroundings when you're pursuing a target. I had my eye on you for the duration of your trial, but not once did you notice my presence. Mind your surroundings. That's rich coming from you. Ooh. Your every movement is wasteful, adventurer. Your back is crooked and your elbows misaligned. It takes you an age to prime your bow and twice as long to loose an arrow. In summary, you fail on all accounts. You have no talent as an archer. None whatsoever. I shall say it plain, Luciane. This woman is not fit to wield a bow. For our sake, and hers, we should revoke her membership. As I've always said, outsiders can scarce be expected to understand. Never mind master our noble art. We waste our breath trying to teach her like. Ew. Well then. Well, let me introduce you to Silver, our comrade at the butts. That the fellow was once a god's quiver. You see, he can be a little opinionated when it comes to the archery. Oh, but you mustn't pay him any heed. He's like that to everyone. You'd be lucky to get much sense out of a fossil-brained wildwood elephant like him at the best of times. With them, it's always 12s with this and elementals that, and... Oh! No offense intended, Luciane. None taken, Lay. I know full well that some of my kind can be prideful to excess and intolerant of other races. Although people may behold the same object, ever will they see different things. There is no right or wrong to it, for it is a question of perspective. What matters is the perspective we choose to adapt. You are possessed of bright eyes, Cecila, eyes that bespeak great understanding. They shan't lead you astray, so trust to them and to what they see. Go now and resume your training. I look forward to marking your progress when next we meet. Alright, I'll do just that. I don't need any of that. Alright! So, that's the level 1 and 5 quests. We will be back when we are level 10. Alright, we are level 10. So, Luciane, what was my next trial that you would have me undertake? It pleases me to see how you have grown as an archer. Plainly, you have taken my counsel to heart and learned to see with your own eyes. I would now have you discover what it means to behold things from a different standpoint. You will recall Lay Aliapo, your senior in the guild. I have given you over to her care for this lesson. Speak with her and do as she bids. Alright, I've been expecting you, Cecila, so we get on with it then. First, a quick review. Remember how the bowmaster had you seek out and destroy targets hidden throughout the city? Well, I would have you do the same. This time, however, you'll need to venture outside the gates. I'm sure you've realized this by now, but there's no guarantee of safety within the Tollswood. As you search, you should take care to mind your surroundings. You won't have the luxury of focusing solely on your core this time. You'll have to keep your eyes peeled for potential threats as well. That said, your objective is to destroy the targets alone, so avoid unnecessary combat and maintain a safe distance from any hostile creatures you encounter. Should you come under attack, take you to your heels, risking direct confrontation only if you cannot run your pursuers. The targets are hidden in the central shroud. As before, use the heavy shot technique to destroy each one with a single arrow. Go well, Cecila. I don't need to run. Running's for cowards. I can well handle myself. Alright. Central Shroud, here we go! Alright, so I gotta go down there. There's one. There's two. Alright, where's my next set of targets? There's three. There's four. There's five. Da 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 da. Ha! And there it is, 6. Alright. That was a simple and easy task. Let's go report to Lay and see what she and me do now. Well, you make short work of those targets, I must say. It seems you've learned to seek your prey without being preyed upon. Let's continue then. I have a mind to give you a more practical lesson, and we received a request just recently which I think will provide the perfect opportunity. It seems tree slugs and vultures have been congregating in ever-increasing numbers in the vicinity of the honey yard, causing no end of trouble for the locals. We have been tasked with culling the beasts. This request comes direct from Stillglade Fanes. When the Blood Whalers and the Gods of Quiver cannot spare their forces to attend to such matters, the Conjurers often turn to us for help. And before you ask, there's a good reason why they would rather not see to this particular task themselves. The creatures in question possess abilities which can cause problems for the magically inclined. Well, that's quite enough about Conjurers' troubles. Luciana taught you how to discern an enemy key trait, did she not? Well, now you'll need to do so while maintaining the situational awareness, lest you be overrun. Consider this a comprehensive review of your lessons and mine own. Your orders are as follows. Head out to the East Shroud and put down 8 tree slugs and 8 vultures using all the skills you've acquired thus far. Good hunting, Cecilla. I will do that, and I will be right back! Alright, Lee, I've killed the slugs and I've killed the vultures. What'd you think of my performance? Judging by your smug expression, I'd say you're required a feel for maneuvering to exploit enemy weaknesses whilst covering your own. Vultures are wont to keep their opponents at wings length, and their attacks will send you flying. The solution to this is simple: maneuver to the rear. Tree slugs, on the other hand, have an annoying knack for disrupting spellcasting with their secretions. As such, you would do well to get the creatures away from any mages in your party. Needless to say, good positioning is the key to success in battle, which is why it is absolutely essential that you know your target's traits. Knowing these traits is a fundamental part of hunting. Before the Keepers of the Moon conceived of archery, they dwelt not in the city, but the forest. For my people, hunting was a way of life. In hindsight, I suppose this was more or less in hunting than on archery. Still, Luciana knows well my past. Mayhap that was her intent. Hunting too is an art. Before I came to Gridania, I never gave it much thought. But the more I think of home, the more I begin to realize. Forgive me, I'm not given to fits of sentiment. Truly, forget I said anything. But do not forget that a hunter must recognize her prey's weakness and strike swiftly when the opportunity presents itself. That concludes the lesson. Now, I suggest you pay Luciana a visit. She is doubtless eager to hear from you. Alright, what do you think? It's good to see you, Cecilla. I hope you have learned much from Lay. This guy again. You, adventurer! Is it true? Are you the one who slew the tree slugs and vultures? Yes. How dare she entrust the security of our people to the hands of a stranger? I knew Mikati were reckless, but she is downright irresponsible. Shame on her. Did I not warn you that it was fun to suffer that woman's presence on our guild, Luciane? Every time she wastes an air on game, she drags our noble art back into the darkness. Aye, and this girl too. She's an embarrassment to us all. That is quite enough, Silver. Your skill with the bow is undeniable, as is your love for our nation. Yet there is much more you have yet to learn about archery. Cecil has matured greatly in the short time she has been with us. You know this to be true. I suggest you come to terms with Cecil's presence here. You'll be giving her her next lesson, after all. Unless, of course, you have any objections. Good. As for you, Cecil, I would have you devote yourself wholly to training ahead of your lesson with Silver. Suffice it to say, he'll not be an easy instructor to impress. On that, we can agree. Well. This guy's just as bad as Eric from the Monk storyline. Good lord. Alright, so, oops, I hit the mic. That's my level 10 quest, so we'll be back when we're level 15. Hopefully, this guy warms up to us like Eric did at some point. Alright, we are level 16. So, Luciane, I'm ready for my lesson with, Mr. Grumpy Guy over there. Welcome back, Cecil. I trust you have been keeping your nose on to the grindstone. What the hell? Someone's ringing my doorbell? Oh. It's not important. I'll get it later. As I mentioned, last time we spoke, we will train under Silver's tutelage today. Put aside your misgivings and avail yourself to his wealth of knowledge. Go now, present yourself before him. Alright, guy. I see it was too much to hope that you would not return. You always believe that you have potential, but I'm not so easily convinced. Like so many adventurers, you have not the faintest inkling of what it means to be an archer. And how could you? Archer is the proud tradition of the Wildwood Ellison. The essence of this art, to read one's enemy, has been instilled in us over centuries. In that time, we have defended this great nation against every imaginable foe, granting us insight which you will never possess. Can you recognize the subtle signs of a tree coming action? No. Can you accurately predict an opponent's movement? No. Can you glean your foe's intentions at a glance? No. And can such things be learned by one who knows nothing of our traditions? No. It is only out of respect for Luciana that I have agreed to teach you. Go to the East Route and seek out the targets hidden there, but do not presume this will be easy as before. As I told you, the ability to read one's enemies is fundamental to archery, yet the trials set by my colleagues did not require you to do this. Mine will. The targets have been hidden, and I do mean hidden, in the midst of a region rife with savage beasts. They will play the part of your enemies. In the unlikely event that you spy a target, your limited range will necessitate that you slip past as bestial guardians prior to taking aim. A feat I consider beyond you. Was that a frown? Maybe you're thinking that the Mikado set you a similar task. You're wrong. She asked merely that you consider where your foes are. I demand that you can discern precisely where they will be. How then will you go about this? Observe them close and discern their characteristics. Learn to read their movements and recognize patterns in their behavior. If it has eyes, do not let it see you. If it has ears, do not let it hear you. Be neither where it is nor where it means to be, and thereby pass unnoticed. But enough talk. Whether or not you heed my counsel is your decision. I will shed no tears should you fail. Well, let's go destroy this target and show this guy. Let's go show this guy. Let's shove this guy's pride up his ass. He was small as pride. Alright, let's see where these hidden targets are, buddy. Really? There's not even beasts around here. Oh no, lemur. A lemur that doesn't aggro me. And a boring weevil too. I'm so scared. Oh no, more lemurs. More monsters that don't aggro me. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Oh no, vultures. I'm so scared of some vultures. I've already killed my share of vultures. Sir? And goblins don't aggro me either. Your target placement sucks. Alright. Alright, where's my next target, buddy? You put your targets in places where the monsters wouldn't aggro me. Alright. I defeated this guy's targets. Let's see if he's impressed. Because I'm certainly not. With all the big boastful talk that he did. Alright. So you've returned. A passive performance for an adventurer, but the bare minimum for any archer. I carry with me generations of Wildwood tradition. A tradition built upon the bones of the many outsiders who try to take out what is ours. It was my ancestors who first learned to conceal their presence and fight from the shadows, to hold the enemy at a distance, to protect the weak. All of it, everything was... This is a waste of time. You cannot understand. But if you're so intent upon following the footsteps of my people, I bid you go to the North Shroud. Exiled scouts have been scouting near the river west of Etat's Spire, and unless you're entirely ignorant of Gridanian history, I need not explain that this act of transgression is part of a centuries-old conflict. The minions do not matter. It is their leader, Nazul Kotlan, the Violator, who must fall. He commands the scouts and will be well guarded, yet he stands upon hostile grounds where birdmen do not walls for protection. If you are diligent and determined, you can slip through their defenses and slay their leader. This is the art of Gridanian archer. Embrace the wisdom I have bestowed upon you, and the fight will be sure. If you see the deed done, adventurer, I will take it as proof of your commitment to us and harbor no more to drive you from the guild. Now go. Alright. Let's go make this guy swallow his pride. I'm ready. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, I just like go run all this? Probably not, right? Oh, someone's coming to join me. Ixel, in my forest. Now, if I have anything to say about it, I shall assist you, adventurer. I mean, where are the leader's magics? Maintain a safe distance. Dead. Alright. And the guy has now left the building, whoever that guy was. And I don't think we ever see that NPC ever again. But I could be wrong. Even now I struggle to credit the Sentry's reports. Yet here you are, and Nizul Kotlin, the Violator, is no more. That a god's damn adventuress should be so... Only by the grace of Nimi herself could you have survived. But even though it was pure luck, I would keep my words. Cecilla, should you stay or should you go? I care not. You completed the task, you're no longer my responsibility. Go now to Luciane. She'll doubtless wish to lavish you with praise. Oh, you'll get no more fun from me. Off with you. Fine, I don't want to be near you anyway. Ass. What a jerk. I'm given to understand you single-handedly drove off an XIV scouting party, and you did so with precision and guile. How exactly was that training, Luciane? Cecilla's just an adventurer. Silver thrust her into the jaws of the enemy in the hope that she wouldn't come back. And when against all expectations, she did come back, that stubborn R still refused to acknowledge her skill. Is that truly your impression? Well, yes! He said it was pure luck! Mere noise. Silver sees Cecilla's skill, of that I have no doubt. Did you not mark the way he covered his mouth when he uttered the words? It is a habit of his to do so on those occasions when his tongue and his heart are in disagreement. For all his skill at reading the idiosyncrasies, what kind of fucking word is that, of others, he has yet to recognize his own. Impressive work, Cecil. You've applied yourself to Lay and Silvera's lessons and demonstrated your command of the core concepts. You're now an archer in your own right. Allow me to teach you something to commemorate this accomplishment. Repelling shot, one of the most useless skills I've ever seen for an archer. This is one of those skills I'd never use, even as a bard. Repelling shot is an advanced technique that enables as an archer to evade attacks while continuing to fire upon her opponent. Used wisely, it can grant you a brief respite in the heat of battle. I have faith that with regular practice, you'll learn how best to employ it to your advantage. Remember your senior's lessons as you strive for true mastery. I'll never use it, but thanks. Maybe as an archer I will, because I have no. I really have no. I'm very limited in skills, but as a bard, no. Okay, so that is level 15 quest. We'll be back when we're level 20. All right, we are level 20. So Luciane, what would you have me do next? To catch a poacher. By the way, if it lags at any point, I'm sorry. I'm uploading another video, and it's almost done. Got about 10 minutes left of it, so if it lags, that's why, because it's taking up a lot of my upload speed. You come in a good time, Cecilla. I have a task for you. A petition has arrived from the proprietor of Buscaroon's Druthers out in the South Shroud. The petitioner, Buscaron himself, has requested our assistance in dealing with a gang of poachers. I would have the three of you meet with him and investigate his claims. The three of us? You mean Cecilla, myself, and... It'd be better if I went alone, Luciane. The Makati and the other one will only encumber me. No, Silver, you will go as three. Also, it is past time you recognize Cecilla as a fellow archer. I will not. I have held my tongue in the matter of her continued presence here, but I will bend no further. Who in the seven hells do you think you are? Beau Lord Lewin? And in case you've forgotten, you aren't even a Quiverman anymore. That may be, but I have shed blood defending our borders, unlike you, savage. Savage? You know nothing about me, you bigoted son of a... Enough! But one more word and you shall have cause to regret your petulance. The three of you will go to Buscaroon's Druthers in the South Shroud. Now, out of my sight. Oh. Man, this guy is worse than Eric. I think I would prefer Eric. Lord, I don't like this guy at all. Not one bit. Not one bit. Alright. Yeah, I see how the mouth's like a little slow coming out. That's because of the slight lag that's caused by my upload. Hi, Buscaron, my buddy, my pal. You lot must be from the Archers Guild. Welcome, friends. Now, as your guild master will have said, I've put in a request for some keen-eyed archers to help me track down a gang of poachers that have been plaguing these parts. If I may, it is not uncommon to find poachers in this region. While regrettable, neither the God's Quiver nor the Woodwillers deemed them worthy of attention. Why then did you imagine them worthy of ours? Because these ain't no common poachers. They're the Pa'ak Mujuk's gang. They say she and hers are always moving, staying one step ahead, but I reckon she's hiding out here somewhere. The thing is, I can't just send my people out searching. I made a pact with the Red-Bellied Bandits, see? We stay out of their territory, and they don't make no trouble with the Druthers. That being so, if I summon the massed ranks of the Whalers and the Quivermen, all seven hells would still break loose. Soon they thought the matter worthy of their attention, of course. Needless to say, that's not an option. As luck would have it, though, I have got 3 keen-eyed archers to take care of things instead, and all without raising no alarms. We understand. You may leave the matter to us. Lay, Cecilla, split up and scour the area from any sign of the poachers. Should you discover anything, return here and wait. We will reconvene to compare our findings ere long. Go. Alright, man, I still don't like you, guy. I still don't like you. This is the second guy that's been insufferable when it comes to job quests. There's an arrow. Yeah, see how long it takes for the interaction because of the lag. And a slight delay for getting my mount out. I was kind of hoping the upload would be done by now, but it could be worse. Actually, I still have another video. I still have another video upload. The ninja stuff. I still have to upload that, which I'll do overnight because that's I got someone in this house that kind of complains that the internet's slow because of me uploading stuff. That's why I don't really like editing and directly uploading things myself. It's fine if I'm the only one, if that person's not in the house or if he's asleep, but when they're awake and doing stuff, they tend to complain. I'm surprised they haven't complained yet. That's why I like Twitch's direct export out, because that doesn't take up bandwidth. An iron leg trap and a poacher's arrow. These are both evidence of illegal activity, but nothing that will help us find Pawa. So Pawa, or I'm just calling it Pawa. And these meatballs are but old refuse from before the Druthers was even built. They have no connection to the gang. What do you know of this Pawa woman, Silver? I know that she is the most infamous poacher ever to walk the Tollswood. A born leader, deadly with the bow, she formed her own gang of Makati hunters. She was apprehended once and would have been brought to justice, had she not tricked a foolish young sentry into releasing her before vanishing without a trace. Is that so? In any case, we've scoured the area and found nothing. How do we know that this Pawa was even here? I say we inform the God's Quiver and Wood Whalers, taking care not to implicate Buscaron and leave the rest to them. This doesn't concern the Archers Guild. It concerns Gridania Lay. Pawa Mujuk is a savage and utterly immoral poacher whose actions, however, indirectly threaten the city's well-being. But what would a vagrant like you know of the duties to one's homeland? No more than she, I suspect. How dare you? You, Cecil, say something. I will. Now is not the time for this. Very well. We will return to the matter at hand. Mayhap we should take a second look at the clues we have gathered. Look all you want. Though the trap and arrow we found suggest poaching, there is nothing remotely unusual about them. What do you think we should examine, Cecil? Oh fuck. The empty mead bottles, maybe? Why are you still carrying that rubbish? I told you those bottles predate the Druthers. They have no connection on with this matter. But if these bottles are so old, why do they retain the scent of mead? They must surely have been opened recently. Wait. Before the calamity, Buscaron once served as a sentry. Yet even then, he sometimes spoke of owning his own tavern, and it was an open secret that he was brewing his own private stock. If some survived... Of course. Buscaron's scar, his old lookout post. It may not be a Pawa Mojuk, but we must investigate it once. Where the hell is that? Up there? That old abandoned Kakurin camp? Great. Oh, this man's dead. Teach you shouldn't AFK here, buddy. I'm sorry. This is like the worst place you could probably AFK at right now. At your level. The ruins of an old tower. Or hut, or whatever this is supposed to be. Any signs? Look, the ground is covered in Makani footprints. These tracks are fresh. Very fresh. I'll wager the bandits were alerted to our coming and fled. Else they're hiding near... Take cover! Whoa! And there I was thinking we had caught ourselves some of the meddling bloody masqueraders. Not that I'm complaining. Hiding your face is downright bloody rude when you ain't been introduced. Speaking of ill manners, don't you know it ain't decent to barge your way into a lady's bedchamber without knocking? You would lecture us on manners? Surely I have heard it all. I have us outnumbered. We'd both split up. The leader's mine. I'll try to isolate her from her litter. Still there? Cecil? The rest I'll leave to you two. As you will. For Pawa! Get the bastards! Focus on my target, Cecil. We can take them down faster if we work together. Don't let them get away! Can't allow that condor to draw us out. Can't even see the condor. Remember your techniques. Make sure Koko that she's weak. Bloody hell, why won't you two die? there. Tell Cecil this is a lot quicker than the rest. Watch them move and dodge their attacks. That was fun. What's next? Was that the last of them? Have you seen Aliapo? Aliapo? With me, Cecil. Oh. That was a piss poor show, sister. And you call yourself a keeper? A hunter with no fangs ain't nothing but prey. No! Oh! Denied. Nice aim. Aw, bugger. Looks like playtime's over. Be seeing you, sister. Alright, well that was quite something. Looks like the lag subsided, so maybe my upload's done. Seven hells! They're at my old post? They drank my old mead? That stings most of all. Well, just past time the proper authorities were informed. I'll send messengers to the Wood Whalers and God's Quiver. The red-bellied bandits won't like it one bit, but I'll see they're told exactly who the military is after. I only hope it'll be enough. Cause Pawa Mujuk's no fool. Now she knows that she's been spotted, she'll break camp and be long gone by the time the next bell sounds. And the trail won't stay fresh long neither. Anyway, you've done me a great kindness, friends. Tell Luciana I appreciate the help. Alright. She's killed! Welcome back, Cecila. Silver tells me that you encountered Pawa Mujuk. No Cordonian could fail to recognize that name, so oft has been spoken, and with such bitterness. I fear we lack the strength to face her ourselves. This is a matter for the God's Quiver and the Wood Whalers. That you confronted her and survived is a testament to your growing mastery of our art. And I was surprised to note that Lay and Silver were not at loggerheads upon their return. I presume we owe this unnatural state of affairs to your calming influence. I don't know about that. No? Modest to the last. Truly, your every deed bespeaks a clarity of vision far beyond your years. I implore you to share that perspective with your peers and help them grow into better, wiser archers. As you go forward, temper your skills in battle. Know that we always look forward to your return. Thanks, lass. Alright, that is the level 20 quest. So, we will be back when we are level 25. Alright, we are level 25. Luciane, lass. What's next? Cecila, I hoped you would come. You may be able to help. I'm concerned about Lay and Silver. They show signs of losing perspective and, well, maybe it's best to see for yourself. I cannot help but feel that both would benefit from your counsel. Consider this a personal request, Cecila. Alright, what's going on? What's happening here? Discord among the ranks? Oh god, did Luciane send you to pester me by any chance? This is hardly her concern, and is most definitely not yours. If you must know, I've decided to leave the guild. I mean to track down Pawa Mujuk and finish what we started. The God's Quiver and Wood Whalers seem content to ignore our warnings, but I will not let her escape again. I already made that mistake once, and it cost me my place in the God's Quiver. Aye, the foolish young sentry whom I once spoke, he was me. We had her, Cecila. There was no escape. But then she began to wail about a wounded comrade and one who would surely die without her help. She looked me straight in the eye and begged. And I blinked. I failed to see through the most elementary ruse. I failed Gridania and the gods' quiver. And while that can never be forgiven, mayhap I can reclaim a measure of honor by stopping her. But a wanderer like you would not understand what it means to betray your people. Worry not. I do not intend to leave just yet. I will continue to gather information until I am certain of Mujik's whereabouts. Make no mistake, though, it is only a matter of time. Now run along, will you? Oh, and if you're so concerned about your fellow guildmates, you should attend to that moping Makati. The sight of her shuffling about the while staring at her feet is bad for morale. Not that it matters to me. Oh, it's you. Tell me, Cecilla, do you ever think about home? Do you ever wish you could go back? Do we even have a home? How do you know where our hometown is? Mine was just another poor village in the Twelveswood. The fields were more stone than soil, and merchants hardly ever bothered to visit. We didn't have a lot, but we didn't need it. And then the calamity came. I remember running and the screams. It was so loud, Cecilla, so unbearably loud. Then here I was in a strange city, surrounded by more people than I'd ever seen, and I didn't know any of them. But I knew how to hunt. I was always good at hunting, Cecilla, and the guild gave me a place to get better. At least, I thought I had gotten better. Pawa Mujuk, she was so much more. I've been thinking, Cecilla, that maybe this is a sign. Maybe Silvera's right, and this guild, this city, is no place for an outsider like me. So I decided to leave. I'm glad to have known you, Cecilla, even if it was only for a short while. Forgive me if this is too selfish a request, but before I go, I would like to meet with you one last time. Alone, in the South Shroud. These Gridanians would not understand. Me? I'm an outsider. You see me complaining? You guys are overreacting, I think. Whatever. I don't have a home. We don't have a home. You see us complaining. We didn't know where we were born or who our parents are, if we even had parents. I highly doubt we were born just by the crystal. But maybe that's just how the lore works with the Warriors of Light. Oh boy. No, don't hurt her. And there I was thinking you might not accept my kind invitation. Don't recall I've met her though. 'Tis rude to presume Missy and I do so hate rudeness. Wait, it's not her fault, it's mine. I invited her. She's a member of the Archers Guild like me, and she's not Gridanian. Ah, I do begin to recall her face. Aye, knows how to hold a bow, that one. Well, she ain't the typical recruit, but I reckon I might be willing to make an exception. No, it's not like that. I wanted to say goodbye. Cecilla, ever since I met Pawa, I've been at a loss. But I realize now that my place isn't at the guild, with the Gridanians. They'll never accept me. This is where I belong, with my people, carrying on our traditions. Our archery, not Gridania's. It's all I have left, Cecilla, so I'm going with Pawa. Maybe you don't understand now, but just promise me you won't tell Lucerne or Silver. I mean, this is what she wants to do. Cecilla. Made your peace with your little friend, have ye? Right then, let's get on with it. Put an arrow in her. Whoa. Ain't no love twixt ye and the guild, is there? And what's the problem with Feather and the Bloody Venturer? No bugger will miss her. I'll miss her, alright, so just stop. Dear me, I had such high hopes for you, Miss Aliapo. Waste of bloody time. A keeper who's lost her nerve is about as much use to me as a glass bow. But there's no sport in killing captured prey. I better not see neither of you again, because if I do, I'll show you what happens to prey who's daft enough to get caught twice. Away, sisters, away! Ah, she's a witch. How do you do it, Cecilla? How do you live in this place, with these people? And why do you even bother? What have they been giving you besides scorn? Well, what do you see in them, Cecila? Even though you joined the guild after I did, you've come so far so quickly. Maybe you've even surpassed me. I have to know how you've done it. I have to know what it is that I'm doing wrong. And there's only one way I can find out. Meet me at the Bannock. Where's the Bannock again? Way over there? Bent branch? Alright. What's going on? What am I doing? Am I having a showdown? Archer showdown? Shall we begin, Cecila? Looks like it. Looks like so. Then defend yourself. Show me what these people have taught you. Alright then. I said fight me, damn it! Why are you holding back? Is that all you got? I know you can do better. Not bad, but I'm not finished yet. For my people, my family, for me. I see now. It's so simple. You've opened your eyes and looked beyond your master's faults. You've accepted the teachings and taken them to heart. Even Silver, for all his bigotry, wishes to only preserve his traditions. I lost sight of everyone else's struggles and became obsessed with mine own. I was so afraid to let go of my cherished notion of archery, my family's notion, and learn another way. I didn't want to betray them, or dishonor their memory. But I have a family here too, a family that sees the wider world and is willing to show me how blinkered I have become. As archers, we train our eyes and minds to be unforgiving, to defy any attempt at concealment and discern the naked truth. It is little wonder then that I have neglected to look inside myself until now. Though unquestionably worthwhile, I have found the experience rather excruciating. Thank you, Cecila. I know now that I belong to the guild, together with you and Lucerne. And yes, even that bloody Wildwood. Gods help me, I think I might actually miss him. Alright. Welcome home, Cecila. You need not say a word. One look at Leigh's eyes was enough. Thank you for returning her to us. When we focus on a single goal to pursue it with passion and fervor, it becomes easy to lose sight of what else lies before us. With your skill and vision, Cecila, you can help your fellow archers look beyond themselves and remember their comrades. I hope I can continue on your support in the future. Short and sweet, huh? Alright. So that's the level 25 quest. We'll be back when we're at level 30. Alright, we are level 30. So, Luciane, let's close up the chapter of us being an archer. What is my next task? Looks like they're having a bit of a discussion. happening here? Thank the gods you've come, Cecil. Perhaps you can talk some sense to this stubborn fool. Calm yourself, Silver. At least let's petition the Order of the Twin Adder for... There's no time, Luciane. Powwow would be long gone before their forces would had even assembled. Alone, I can move more swiftly, take these poachers by surprise, and force them to divulge your location. We understand how you feel, Silver, but this is too reckless. At least permit Cecil and me to accompany you. You? The adventurer and the savage? You do not. You cannot understand. Silver. But I do understand. I know what it means to take pride in your home, to want more than anything to protect it, and to be consumed by guilt when you cannot. I see what you're going through, Silver, and I understand. This guilt taught me to open my eyes and see clearly. I beg you, Silver, open yours. You have friends here, ready to fight. You have us. I have never considered you my friends. Do not follow me. Well, too bad, 'cause I am. Well, his lying certainly hasn't improved. He honestly thinks he's doing us a favor by forbidding us from getting involved. He's an even bigger fool than I imagined. Come, Cecil, to the Stealth Shroud. Can't stop me. Alright, Stealth Shroud. Alright. Looks like you get yourself in a little bit of a bind here, buddy. This is what you get for running off on your own. Well, this is unfortunate. Silver! Lay, Cecila, I told you not to follow me. I neither need nor want. Don't take me for a fool. You cannot consider the truth from this archer's eye. Cecil, the others are almost upon us. We must make our stand here and protect Silver. Brought friends, did you? Then you won't have to die alone. You want him, you can come and claim him. Again, another Lord of the Rings reference. I don't, well, it's probably not a reference, but it's that one, it's what, from, Fellowship of the Ring, when, what's her name, took Frodo after being stabbed by the, what the hell are they, wraiths? Where she was, being chased by like a squad of wraiths, and she was across a river. How I remember that? I have no idea. Maybe because I've watched Lord of the Rings so many times. You dying bastards! How dare you attack our people! Dead. I told you I do not need nor want your assistance. Quite why you have deluded yourselves into thinking. You're the one who's deluded, thinking you could deceive us, when even a blind man could see that you cover your mouth every time you tell a lie. Observe with intent, overlooking not the smallest detail. Discern your subject's unique characteristics and recognize patterns in their behavior. I learned these things from Luciane, and from you. And I'll be damned if I'm going to watch you get yourself killed. There's still so much I don't know about Gridania and Wildwood archery. So much that I need you to teach me. Huh. I suppose fixing your form is the least I could do. Why you... Poacher's oh shit, I skipped it. So that's why it came to Talker's root. A rot. For this gang's whistle. Sessa, if you're determined to help me, I have a task for you. Pawa was last seen near Izum Har. To the east of the camp, through a hollow tree trunk, is a clearing where two streams meet, and Eps are wont to congregate. We will lay our trap there, and you will be the bait. Do not fear, Sessa. I swear my aunt. Okay, I skipped it. You won't let us down. Alright. Bollocks. I knew I should have trusted me gut. Some blokes just can't take a hint. I do hope you'll forgive my forwardness, madam. No, sir. 'Tis most flattering. Wouldn't you agree, sisters? Want to make sure our gallant Wildwood admirer and his mates just how much we appreciate their attentions. I hope you like it rough, darling. Alright. As you will. If you wanted to dance, all you had to do was ask. My sister's ain't to your liking. Too bloody piggy, that's your trouble. I wonder how many sisters does she have? Oh boy. My arms! What'd you do to me? Bet your guildmaster never taught you that one. Is this mirrors are getting a little bit chilly out. Don't worry, folks. I'll keep you warm and toasty. Lay, Cessa, spread out. She has oiled arrows. Dead, madam. Nope, nope, she's got away. Again. And I thought you had eyes only for me. Oh. You can't. I won't. She dead or is she just unconscious? Alright. Well, that was something. I don't know if she's dead. Looks like she's just unconscious. Alright. I'm relieved to see you again, Cessa. Had the three of you not been united in your purpose, Papa Mujic would be still free, and one or more of you would surely be dead. I'm so proud of you, Cessa. Not only have you mastered our teachings, but you have also helped your guildmates regain the perspective they had lost. For showing such compassion to your peers, I wish to teach you a new technique, Wind Bite. With Wind Bite, you can bring the power of the very air around you to bear against your opponents, and they will suffer on long after you nuke the next arrow. It will serve you well in battle, I'm certain. All archers walk the same path that's led towards improvement and discovery. As long as you have the vision to see the path ahead, you'll continue to mature and excel. Yet we all grow weary and lose direction in time. When this befalls you, I have no doubt that you will find your way back to us. Trust in your eyes, Cessa. They'll never lead you astray. Alright. No closing arguments from the peanut gallery? Alright. Great. Wind bites! Song of Bards! Well met, Cessa. With that, we had time for banter, but we're all up in arms yet here. Yet another exiled dirigible has been spotted over the Trollswood, you see. Their appearance calls to me, to my mind, the Battle of Griffin Crossing. Well, I say battle. Most agreed that a massacre would be more apt. Aye, the Exil dealt us a crushing defeat that day. Right around this time of year, it was more than 2 decades past. A humiliating episode in our history, to be sure, but heavens forbid that we ever forget it. Failure is the finest, if not the kindest of teachers, and few things drive a woman better than its sting. But let's speak of cheerier matters. Maybe you've already heard, but a renowned archer has returned to the recent Trollswood, one they call the God's Bow. That's just a title, of course. His birth name is Jehantel. and he was once the god's quiver. The man was a legend even then, and there was no honor greater than being taken under his tutelage. But that's not all there is to him, mind you. Jahantel was also a skilled bard, one of the rare few capable of inspiring others to great feats through song. Upon learning that the gods will return, dozens of us flocked to him in hopes of training under a legend, yours truly included. Alas, the means haven't unfolded quite as we had hoped. Jahantel has refused to teach each and every suitor that has approached him thus far. Though it should be mentioned that the topics he is reluctant to instruct us in do not include poetry and song. He seems exceedingly keen to teach us all about them. Some few of us were tempted to take him up on the offer, save that we have a nation to defend. Far be it from my intent to belittle all those bards out there, but I like my chances rather better charging to battle with a quiver than a harp. And here we were hoping that transcendent mastery of the bow might be ours. With a sparkle in your eyes, I'd wedge you have an interest in that self-same poetry and song. Come now, there's no call for shyness, and there is no more to life than battle. If you'll present yourself as pupil to Jahantel, I would happen to know his whereabouts. I'm given to understand that he has made his camp somewhere west of Quarry Mill in the South Shroud. Jahantel is an agreeable sort of fellow, and should be willing enough to meet with you. Truth be told, I'm still holding on to hope. If you could find a way into Jahantel's confidence, mayhap he can yet be persuaded to train us. I wish you the best of luck, friend. Alright. Cool. It's nearby. Hello, sir. He's got the relic. It's a harp and a bow. Ah, another guest. You're kind to pay me a visit, young one. Naught gives us elderly folk more pleasure than this company of the young. Add to that a steaming pot of tea and the beauty of the Tweleswood, and we will want a little more. Ah, but the curl of your lip tells me the tea that senior are not what you desire. You seek knowledge of archery, I take it. In which case, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. So, was it? Yes. I am Jahantel, the one they call the God's Bow, but that was in another life. I have long cast aside my bow, taking instead a harp to my breast. For years, I've lived as a bard, going wherever the wind blows, exulting in the beauty of creation through song. To be sure, I still have eyes to recognize a promising archer when I see one, and you, young one, have promised. Keep your nose to the grindstone, and one day you might count yourself a virtuoso of the bow. Yet, know that virtuosity is worthless without virtue. Aye, the words of the ballad of the vainglorious fool tell us this much. You truly wish to remain, learn about poetry and verse? Well. I must admit, I'm being rather taken aback. On certain days such as these, there are few indeed who would devote their time to song as opposed to more tangible endeavors. You intrigue me, young one. I find myself growing curious as to how the melodies of old might find expression through you. I do believe a certain friend of mine would be of the self-same opinion. Aye, that would be a good place as any for us to begin. Listen well, Cecila. There is a Moogle named Poknopoki who can be found wandering an area situated east of here. I'll have you present yourself to him. Poknopoki is possessed of a discerning eye for talent. If he sees potential in you, I should be well satisfied that you have indeed have the makings of a bard. Heed me, oh puissance Afflick. Turn thee over with the hourglass of time that you might gaze upon the battles of yore. Alright. Cool. Let's go find ourselves a Moogle. I see you hiding in the trees. How could you have found? What could this have happened? It's just so embarrassing and a blunder for the ages. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? That's a rare talent, I'll allow, but you caught me at a bad time. Now, be a good adventurer and show yourself out. Jahentel sent you. You should have said so sooner. You do know that Jahentel is no ordinary bard, yes? His songs can salve your heart and strengthen your resolve. They can banish your fears and fill you with hope. And that's not even scratching the surface. Why, to have here to perform was like bathing in sunbeams. I've asked, begged, and pled more times than I care to count for Jahantel to stay and sing in the forest. Only now has he deigned to set foot here again, and he's refusing to sing for us. It's a blatant breach of promise. But what's this? Why, your being resonates with the chord similar to Jahantel's, perhaps even identical. But this means that things may turn out as planned. Why, you might even have it in you to surpass the man, and that's saying a lot. Egad, your coming had me so excited that my predicament nigh escaped my mind. There's a charm that I meant to give to Jahantel, you see, but it was stolen as I napped. I roused just in time to spot the thief attempted to chase. Alas, drowsiness robbed me of my balance, and I was delayed by this tree. Of course you were. Last I saw of that overbold brigand, he, or possibly she, was scurrying towards Talker's rot. Now I realize we only just met, but would you mind recovering the charm and delivering the Jahantel in my stead? Oh, fine. What am I looking for? This is like there's a fate associated with this area, but this is like the only time you actually go in here. With that being the case, because he's aggro. Rid of any unwanted attention. Alright. Oh wait. I gotta show it to him. I thought I had to deliver it. Go away. We recovered the charm? Oh, it's a soul crystal. You did it! Please, you must deliver it to Jahantel. Tell him that Puck no Pokey tells him a cunning rogue. Calls him a cunning rogue, but it's excited nonetheless. So excited, in fact, that he cannot help but sing. Okay, let's get out of here before he actually does sing. Down we go. Welcome back, Cessa. You have a charming message from me from Puck no Pokey? A cunning rogue, am I? Ha! I suppose I must explain. Puck no Pokey and I go back a long way to when I first took up the harp. I made a promise to him then, one that I have yet to make good on. Puck no Pokey has long desired that I remain in the Trollswood to sing for the rest of my days. Regrettably, I have been ill able to oblige him. Duty called, you see. I had battlefields to stand upon, comrades to protect. Moreover, an event came to pass that rendered my being in the Trollswood problematic. I thought that by taking eager souls such as you under my wing, mayhap it would suffice to appease Puck no Pokey. Of course, he saw straight through my little ruse. But the Moogles lack in grace, they amply make up for it in wit. The creatures are great lovers of song. That you return with this charm is proof positive of his high regard for your potential as bard and archer both. The charm is a crystal known as the soul of the bard. Puck no Pokey asked that you bring it to me, but he meant for you to have it. It is a gift from the Moogles, bestowed upon those that you deem worthy of walking the path of the true bard. The soul of the bard harbors memories of the past, verses and refrains sung by the bards of old. As you gain worldly experience, more of these memories will find expression through your being, imbuing your song with powers untold. Now, it may surprise you to hear that bowmen and bards are as next of kin. By the same token, mastery of song is dependent upon one's prowess as an archer. The sense in this will be lost upon you at first, but in time the realization will dawn that bow and harp are but stringed instruments played by the same hand. Go now, Cessa, and let your body and soul drink deep of the melodies of old. When next we meet, I hope to see you a fully fledged bard standing before me. one who exceeds even Puck like wildest expectations. Oh, the quest performed per action. Oh, cool. Perform. What that basically means is, I'm sure you've seen people playing instruments as I've been going through the game. That's pretty much what it is. Perform. That was calling me. But yeah. Mage's Ballad. Oh. Let's get this on. And now I'm a bard. And now my hotbars are all a total mess again. Alright, so with that being said, that's the level 30 quest. We will be back when we're level 35. Hotbars will be set up. And all kinds of fun stuff will happen next. Okay, here we are. We are level 35. So, I'm gonna just call you Jihan because it makes it easier. Jihan, buddy, what would you teach me now? That glint of determination in your eyes is a testament to your newfound strength. You put me in mind of my salad days, Cecilla. Is that supposed to be a good thing? Who says that? You know why I truly abandoned the battlefield and became a bard? That I took an arrow in the knee is what most folk believe. Yeah, Skyrim. This ain't Skyrim, buddy. But it is quite clear that you are not most folk. Very well. I shan't insult your intelligence with an untruth. For now, allow me to answer by saying that everything in creation is given to change, and man most of all. I was drawn to the power of song, the power to touch the very souls of men, and decided that I must pursue it. Sadly, that power has been all but forgotten in this age of cynicism. Such songs as those performed by tavern bards serve no purpose beyond the amusement of drunkards. But that was not always the way of it. There was a time when song could shape the outcome of conflict. Ever since nations first quarreled, armies have fielded archers wherewith they rained death upon the enemy from afar. As the battle unfolded, however, the distinction between the lines of friend and foe would grow hazy. Yet the archer's part did not end there. He had to stay ever alert, with an arrow nooked and eyes trained upon the struggle. Even as his comrades fell, turning the earth red with their blood, the archer could ill afford to avert his gaze, lest that moment cost another his life. One need not have a vivid imagination to appreciate the torrent of emotions that raged within him in that moment. Nerves near to fraying, his breast fit to burst, the archer did the only thing he could. He sang. His bow became a makeshift instrument, plucked as an accompaniment. At first, his archer sang only to still the rolling within, but his voice chanced to carry to his comrades. It inspirited those engaged in combat, leading straight to their sword arms, and to those who lay upon the precipice of death, it granted a measure of peace. Realizing the tactical potential of song, he yet loath to set aside skilled archers for that purpose. Armies began to raising dedicated regiments of minstrels, but the members of such units were no warriors, Cecilla. Fair of voice and nimble of finger, these career minstrels could find a place in the hall of any lord. Yet they knew not of the burden borne by those who charge into battle, whose lot is to dance with death and sup on pain. And so the songs rang hollow, holding no power over the hearts of men. In eastern Launosia, spirits are said to haunt the trees of Raincatcher Gully. I would ask that you travel there and await the emergence of these specters. Through force of arms, you are to release the spirits from their tormented existence, and in doing so, ease their unfathomable suffering. With such a deed, might you draw forth an ancient melody from the soul of the bard. Okay. Raincatcher Gully. Alright. Where was I supposed to go again? East Launosia? Yes. Oh wait, hold on. That's in the Wine Point area. Alright. should move that down just a tad bit more. Hang on. Not new game plus. Bard actually has 2 different gauges. But I don't remember what level he gets the second gauge on. Bard gets the second gauge on. It might be in the 60 to 70 range. Actually, it has to be the 60 to 70 range. Alright, where's these specters at? Bloody little things. Die. Little gnats. That's it? Yeah, outside of like Ninja and Rogue, the other story quests are pretty bare bones for the other jobs, at least. At least the Aroma Born ones. The Heaven's Wards, the ones, jobs that, what am I doing? Oh, that's right. The ones that were introduced in Heaven's Ward Beyond, those are fine. Those stories are fine, it's just, the bare bones ones are all Aroma Borns from 1 to 50. Beyond 50, the story quests, the job story quests do get a lot better. I promise you that. Because you're not actually trying to find your place. Welcome back, Cecila. In your eyes, I see a layer of understanding, of regret, and of futility. And your heart now echoes with the strains of an old song newly discovered. Embrace this song as you play it in battle. Shall ever more powerful emotions beset and temper your soul. When your stock of tales have grown, pray return and regale me with stories of your adventures. Alright. Nice. Alright, that is the level 35 quest, so we will be back when we are level 40. Alright, we are level 40. So, Jihan, what's my next task that you have me do? Bird's Eye View! It is good to see you return, Cecila, and more seasons still for your time in the world. Call me a spoony bard, but as a man in the winter of his years, it gives me a great joy to observe an adventure in the spring of hers. This is an odd time for recollection, but it was a spring day when a bard first came to my hometown. He played the most sorrowful chords, even as his words tantalized the ear like the breath of one's first love. Many a maiden's heart was stolen during his visit, and doubtless more besides. Cecila, would you believe that common bards, too, were born of archers? This may seem far-fetched upon first hearing, but it isn't so far a stretch. Ask yourself this. What becomes of soldiers in conflicts? Conflict gives way to peacetime. Some have lives they might return to, but most must needs take up a new trade to make ends meet. Well, it so happened that many who had once bent the bow took the strumming of the harp. They wandered the realms, singing passionately and earnestly of the war as seen through their own eyes, of sweet victories and bitter defeats, of sacrifice and cowardice. The songs so captured the imagination of the people, nary a day passed that a bard was not called to perform, be it in a humble tavern or a small great lord's hall. Alas, their popularity proved their downfall. Intoxicated by the attentions of the masses, the bards took to embellishing their songs in a bid to outdo one another. And over time, each song was shorn of verity, to the bard's repertoire contained not one shred of truth. But now you will know that such songs have no purchase upon men's hearts. Certainly, a bawdy tune may set off its fits of laughter in a sailor, and a sorrowful ballad some tears from the eyes of a soft-hearted maiden, yet these are but pale shadows of what songs can achieve. For blessing, this decline did not escape the notice of the Mughals. As great patrons of the arts, they feared that the true power of song might be lost to mankind. So it was that they labored together to safeguard those crystals known as the souls of the bard, that they might be bestowed upon worthy men and women. Now, well, as I know you relish listening to my sermons, I dare say it's past time we moved on to the practical side of the lesson. I know I have mentioned this previously, but tell me, have you perchance familiar with the ballad of the Vainglorious Fool? Not really. Nay? Well, that won't do at all. We must remedy this post-haste. The song recounts the massacre of Griffin Crossing, a battle that took place decades ago wherein countless Gridanian lives came to a premature end. But do forgive me. I seem to have mistaken the proper order of things. Before I begin, I must be convinced that the point of the tale will not be lost upon you. Elsewise, I will have wasted my breath in the telling of it. Now, heed well these instructions. You must make your way to Welwick Wood, where resides a mated pair of Aldgoats that have recently lost a kid. The pair has been driven mad with grief, and only death will put an end to the uncontrolled rampages. Linger in their territory until you encounter the beasts, and then fly your arrows of mercy. As you liberate them from their sorrow, so too shall your soul resonate with the echoes of poignant melody. Okay. Remember where that is again? No, it's over there. How does he know this? If he's way over here? How he knows this? I don't know. But, let's go put down some grieving souls. Oh boy. I mean, honestly, we're getting close to the end for all the Realm Reborn jobs. After this, the only Realm Reborn jobs we have to do are Marauder and Gladiator, and that's it. Well, for the battle jobs at least. And after that, I can take a break from leveling all the battle classes and do all the gatherers and crafters. So we're getting there ever so slowly. We're getting there. It'll still be a while before I get to the other jobs, but one step at a time. Alright, well, that was easy. South Shroud. What's closer? Let's go back to Cornmeal. It's closer if I just do that. Oh boy. I'm out of here. See ya. Welcome back, Cecil. I can almost hear the cries of mourning that have seared themselves into your soul. That you remained unbowed by such anguish is a testament to your spirit's fortitude. Yet, even as your heart swells to contain these new experiences, you must not neglect your skills with the bow. A resilient heart must needs have a robust body in which to beat. Once you have trained both to equal strength, then shall I perform you the ballad of the Vainglorious Fool. Man! What more do I gotta do to prove myself? Alright. Alright, well that is a level 40 quest. We'll be back when we are level 45. Alright, we are level 45. So, Jihan. It's time to get my, relic gear. So, how am I gonna go about doing it? Looks like we're going to court this. Welcome back, Cecilla. By your tranquil countenance, it is plain that both your body and soul are in readiness for the next stage of your journey. Very well. The time is ripe that I teach you the ballad of the vainglorious fool. The song tells the tale of an archer of the gods' quiver whose peerless skill was surpassed only by his hubris. Alas, that hubris led to the annihilation of his entire regiment at the battle which has come to be called the Massacre of the Griffin Crossing. Standing guard in dead of night, an archer wearying of the sights, drunk on pride and starved with glory, forsook his post to claim victory. 10 scores yalms had this archer crept, when shrieks rang out whence his comrades slept, for he was not there to see the knives, nor to ring the bell and save friends' lives. Tell me, Cecilla, what lessons can be learned from this tale? But hold that thought. What your tongue claims to understand interests me not. As before, I'd sooner have you demonstrate the fruits of your learning with bow in hand. This time, however, you shall have the pleasure of my company. I would have you escort me to the Gelmora ruins in the South Shroud, or in the North Shroud. It is there that some few fallen of the massacre of Griffin Crossing has been laid to rest. Pray on to this place of remembrance with a bouquet of lilies. Heed me, O puissance Althake. Cast thee back the reins into the firmament that we might gaze upon the battles of yore. Alright, guy. Whatever you say. Where the hell is Gilmore? Over there? Oh. Alright. Good, right in the middle of a fate. Awesome. Okay, good. It's level sync, so I don't have to worry about it. The enemy van? The enemy van? Oh. He's hesitating. No, I cannot. Why? Why do I still draw breath? A sin of the past would beget another. Forgive me, Cecilla. Fine, I'll do it myself. audio cut out there for a minute. Are you alright, sir? As you have doubtless noticed, I'm no longer capable of wielding a bow. I, whom they call the God's Bow. I had hoped that the years would take the edge off the memories, but I hoped in vain. Absolution does not come so easily. Heed me well, Sessa, for I shall reveal all to you. The man sung over in the bar of the Vainglorious Fool, whose two words doomed the entire regiment. He and I are one and the same. Being no stranger to the bow, you will know that the archer's role in battle is support. His charge is to thin out the enemy line, that his comrades might gain ground on the field of battle. By that most basic criteria, I was unfit to hold a bow from the first. Ugh. In my pride and lust for glory, I sent countless souls to a bloody grave. Good men and women all, with loved ones and bright futures awaiting them. I lost the will to live that day, becoming an empty husk of a man, tormented in sleep and wakefulness, both by the memories of my crime. But the gods were not without mercy. They gifted me with song that I might find a measure of solace in my wretched existence. A new melody resounds within you, I see. Through this outing, though this routing was far departed from what I had in mind, it still bore fruit, gives me comfort. On that note, let us conclude the lesson. I dare say I have no cause of worry that you will repeat the self-same mistake as the Vainglorious Fool. Cecilla, I'll be alone for a while. Take yourself back to camp. I shall make my own way there presently. Whatever you say, guy. I mean, it happens to everybody, right? We all get full of ourselves. All that, you know, all that stuff. Blah blah blah. All right. Let's go see this guy wallowing in despair. Jahan! I'm glad to see you safe in return, though I rasp my voice hoarse through the saying of it. I cannot tell you enough times how much I regret dragging you into such danger. And yet there is more to ask of you. If you would do me the kindness of lending your ear, then pray speak now. Ooh, got a new skill. Nice. Reign of Death? You'll listen to my request, though you know me for the vainglorious fool I am. I'm humbled. The boon I ask of you is simple. I'll have you sing for me. Sure. A heartfelt performance, masterfully delivered. You have come far in such a short time, my young apprentice. Hearing your song this day, I'm convinced that you're well on your way to surpassing me, as bard and archer both. Soon there will be naught left for me to impart to you. Cecilla, You have proven yourself worthy of the consecrated garments worn by the true bards of old to honor the keeper. I speak of the coral attire. The attire was entrusted to me when Puck-no-Poki and I first met, deep within the Tollswood. The Moogle and I had traded scarce more than a handful of words when he proffered to me the attire along with the soul of the bard. At that time I knew not the true power of song, and so declined the gifts. But Puck-no-Poki would not be denied. For all his good humor, the Moogle can be as unmoving as a rock. The attire I choose to wear, not the other way around, he insisted, and I found myself yielding to his will. Mastering the verses of war, won an acclaim beyond my wildest dreams but upon the field of battle, and for a time I was well pleased. Last, my lust for glory knew no bounds, the consequence which you are already aware. It was in the wake of the massacre of Griffin Crossing, stricken with guilt, I wanted not more than the earth to open up to swallow me whole. I had lost the will to live, but I was too craven to end it myself. And so I took it to wandering aimlessly in search of a place to die, far away from the judging eyes of men. Disillusioned with the power of song, I committed an act of folly. I scattered the coral attire across the realm. If truly the attire chooses its wearer, I challenged, then let it find its way back to me. Determined that I would not be proven wrong, I went to great pains to ensure that the attire would never see the light of day, and the pieces now rest in places of peril. Being the proud fool that I was, it never crossed my mind that mayhap another was meant to don it. I would entrust the coral attire to you, Cecilla, but as you can see, you must needs brave the dangers to claim it. I shall mark its whereabouts in your map, but I can afford you no further aid beyond that. I am deeply sorry that my folly of years past has entailed this burden upon you, but Alfie works in mysterious ways. In his wisdom, it may be that he has sent this child to test your spirit. I mean, not for my sentiments to encumber you, but I am convinced that you are the one chosen by the coral attire. But pray do not take that as a license for complacency. Trials wouldn't be called such as they fail to tax one's ability. Stay ever on your toes, Cecilla. I would have you return whole of body and bearer of the 4 parts of my surrendered raiment. Well, and naturally the 5th one is going to be withheld. Heed me, I'll poison. Okay. So I gotta go to Halfstone, I gotta go to Earthspawn, I gotta go to Robon's Push, and I gotta go to Gold Leaf Days? What the hell is that? I know where, obviously, Earthspawn is. I know where Robon's Push is. Halfstone? I'm gonna pop up my map. I'll be back for these marks later. Alright. Oh no. Into the foggy murks. Yoink. Alright. Okay, it's over there. That's right. I remember now. Duh, how could I not remember that? It's so easy. Okay. Where is this one hiding? I don't think I really don't know what Gold Leaf Day is. What's over there? East Shroud, huh? Okay. It's like way out in the boondocks. Let's go snatch it from the sylphs. Hopefully there's not the fate over there. Oh, it is. Okay, good. Never mind. It's past the fate. Way up here in the corner. Good place to hide it. Who in the right mind would come out way out here? Bard's attire is... The relic for Bard is alright. It's not my favorite. It's decent. But I'm not gonna be wearing it. So you've returned, sound of body and mind, I trust, and you bear the 4 parts of the coral attire. I knew you were the true owner of these garments ere I heard your song. Since the day we met, your determination has reminded me much of what I've lost, and would have again. I have at last settled my heart on a matter that has plagued me for some decades. When my preparations are complete, you shall know of my decision. Until then, may your song lift the spirits of your allies, and your arrows seek the hearts of your foes. Okay. So, that is level 45 quests. So we'll be back on level 50. Alright, here we are at level 50. So, Jihan, whatever your name is, what is my final trial to become a fully fledged bard? Teach me! You have done well, my young apprentice. In returning with the coral attire, you have reaffirmed my faith in you. I see no further reason to withhold from you the existence of the final piece in the set, the piece that has brought us together. Listen well, Cecilla. When I put down my bow, I vowed never again to set foot in the Tollswood. That I now forsake my oath is for no other reason than to impart my knowledge to one who will succeed me. Lest you wonder why it was I should deem that so important, permit me to relate to you an event which brought about a great change in me. My most recent journey had taken me to Ul'dah, where I found myself ambling through the marketplace early one morn. Browsing the wares on display, mine eyes were met with a relic from my past, a piece from the coral attire that I had discarded decades before, countless moons away. I felt at once that it was not mere chance that had reunited me with it, and put forth the coin with nary a pause. Holding the garment in my hands, I resolved to find a worthy heir to my legacy. Alas, no sooner had I arrived in the Tollswood than I found myself mobbed by archers seeking to hone their skills. Amongst those who came, not a one showed the least interest in poetry or in verse. Slowly discouraged and regretting my decision, I made to strike camp and leave the Tollswood once more, never to return. It was then you appeared, young one. When you expressed your desire to learn song, I could scarce contain my joy. Looking back, I'm fully convinced that our meeting had been preordained. Your coming has instilled in me the courage to attend that manner of which I spoke earlier. I am ready to make a pilgrimage to the scene of my regiment's demise. Ever since that fateful day, I've been haunted by the visions of my fallen comrades, torment graven upon their bloodied faces. Lost to hope, but too craven to end my own life, I wandered the land aimlessly, seeking a place to die. But then the heavens denied me even that. Yet, just when it seemed that despair would draw me wholly into its black abyss, never to emerge again, a melody resounded within me. It was then that I awakened to the power of song and found a new purpose in life. I embarked upon a journey to master such verses as would bestow peace upon the fallen, that I might lay the tortured souls of my comrades to rest. It has taken long years, but now I believe I can offer a requiem worthy of my comrades. To do so, however, I require one last favor of you, Cecilla. I would have you escort me to the west of the observatorium in the Korthus Central Highlands. It is there that we shall find the scene of my regiment's demise. Your presence enkindles within me a courage that I had thought lost. I would have none other by my side as I undertake this pilgrimage, now as I enter the most daunting stage of my life. Once we arrive, I ask you pay your respects with another bouquet of Nimia lilies. When my requiem is sung, you shall have the final piece of the choral attire. Alright, sure. Can help you move on. Alright. Okay. Observatorium. Let's go to Camp Dragonhead. Alright, so where exactly do I have to go? Over there. Oh. Not that too far. Oh man. Just got 2 more battle classes to go. All my Realm Reborn jobs are at level 50. Well, the battle ones at least. Okay. What's gonna happen here? Whoa! Ixel! More Ixel! And more Ixel! Where the hell they all come from? What happened to Ishgard's guards? We're surrounded, and our foe seems disinclined to listen to parley. You must survive this, Cecilla. My soul is overburdened with the deaths of too many dear companions. Can take him on, no problem. Fuck you, wolves! My bow! I cannot! Your home gang doesn't scare me. Does cruel fate seek to stain my hands once more? Shall aid you as best I can. To your side, I'm whole gangs. That was easy. That was like, what the f- Is that really it? Wow, that boss went down fast! Cecilla, without you, I would not be standing here this day. Forgive me, my friends, I've kept you waiting over long. Oh, it's still alive. Arrow to the face, with a head. The keeper be praised. I can wield a bow once more. I mean, you were hesitating before, but you're fine. It was you, young one, who helped me remember how. I had known this for some time, but your presence as a salve for the wounds of my soul. Your coming has delivered me from the nightmares of my past. My worthy successor. To you I entrust the final piece of the choral attire. Don it and go forth to fill the hearts of men with courage and purpose. Though the seasons may turn, bending a man's back and dimming his eyes, so long as there is life, there is reason to hope. Thank you, Cecilla, for showing me the truth of this. You're welcome, guy. With the blood of my comrades upon my hands, to simply draw breath racked me with such guilt as I could not bear. But the time for mourning is past. I shall take up the bow once more and lend what aid I can to the gods' quiver. In fighting for those who yet live, I do my fallen comrades the greatest honor. He's moved on. Yet another melody resounds within you, I see, and there is not more I can impart to you. As equals, let us together give praise to life and all the joy that it brings. I don't even have a harp of my own. It's funny how the relic weapon can be a harp too. And yes, that is the relic weapon for the bard. Not exalted in my eye. It's not my favorite relic weapon, but it's decent, I guess. It's unique. But I prefer its fully upgraded version, which is the Zeta. Which again, as much as I like the Zeta for the bard, I am not going to grind for it. I thank you again, Cecilla. You have blessed this old fool with the gentle touch of salvation. Eorzea awaits. Go forth now and inspire endless hope and courage with the beauty of your songs. May we one day meet again. And just like that, huh? Nice. Yeah. Alright. A bard's tale. That is done. So which means we are done with this video. So, man. It's not the most exciting job story. It was okay. But Bards definitely was not the most exciting. Especially coming off of Ninja and Rogue. I probably should have saved Ninja and Rogue for last, honestly. But yeah, that is actually the last of the Rumbleborn DPS. Now there is one job. There's one more DPS. Blue Mage. This is kind of I think I mentioned this back in when I started on Summoner, but this is kind of quirky. So, if I said it before, I'll say it again. I am not going to be touching Blue Mage until pretty much all the other jobs are situated. Reason being is because Blue Mage adds nothing, really, and for endgame. The highest I can go right now is level 70, and leveling it is different than all the other jobs, because it's Blue Mage, it operates differently. So Blue Mage, this will probably be the very last job I level. So yeah, I'm not gonna be touching Blue Mage for quite some time. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Later.